those that support and subscribe wholeheartedly to the message of deliverance and salvation of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. This is your brother Ben Yun from GMS Jackson, Mississippi, with an interesting topic going into the power of the Lord. Because we're living in the times to where the Most High is going to show his power. He's continuously showing his power. And the Most High is known by his dreadful power. And that's why in the ancient times, he was known as a dreaded God, a dreaded demon-like power, right? Al-Shadia. And reason being is because, the Most High is purpose-driven to be feared, because fear is better than love. It's better to fear someone than to simply just love them, because the fear of doing them harm, the fear of doing them wrong, the fear of hurting them is actually love. So it's better to actually have fear than it is to love, because fear brings forth a natural love for the person that you do not want to do anything against. And that's why the Most High is to be feared, because we don't want to do anything against what? His laws, his statutes, his commandments, right? We don't want to go against him and his only begotten Son. Why? Due to the love. And we are practicing and rehearsing these righteous acts of the Heavenly Father by faith. But faith is basically a perfect love. So the power of the Most High is going to be more and more so revealed in these last days. And one of the reasons being is because the Most High has his name being broadcast. He has his name being feared as well. Because his particular works that he is working throughout the entire planet Earth are being made known, and they're being made known publicly. There are many sightings of the chariots, on the islands in South America, in China, right, in Texas. There have been recent sightings of clusters of chariots. And the cluster, what I mean by that is that just in one isolated spot up above in the sky, there have just been lights in clusters. And many people have been seeing those and recording those. A great majority of those videos I've seen on X, which is also known as the old Twitter, but that's another category of the Most High showing his power. And another category of the Most High showing his power is allowing one of the most powerful nations on the face of the planet, which are these Edomites, to be exposed and brought down. Now, these people have remained hidden for a very long time, and the pride of that has lifted them up very high, and they're believing that there will never be an expose. But now it has come out that they steal children, that they are lesters, that they are cannibalists, that they are devil worshipers, right? These are the true criminals. But they have painted blackface, they have painted black fatigue, they have painted this so-called black and brown demon-like image against the tribes. And the whole time, these people are behind the scenes making all the laws, all the legislation, right? Ruling countries within a country, right? Because each state is practically another country inside of the United States, because they have their own individualized laws, their own customized ways of living, so on and so forth. But these people who make all of these decisions, so to speak, all worship Satan. They don't worship the Most High. But they have projected themselves as being white and pure and heavenly and loving and kind, but none of that is the truth. So that's another form of the Most High showing his power, his strength, and his might, because this wasn't necessarily man on earth who brought about this information. The minds of men are ruled by the Heavenly Father. So he is the one who ultimately exposed Esau Edom. The same way he exposed the weaknesses of the ancient Egyptian kingdom before he brought it down, leading the children of Israel out of that house of bondage, which was the land of Egypt. And as the children of Israel are going to be led out of Babylon the Great, right, as it is written that we shall meet the Lord in the air and ever so be with him. So we shall ever so be with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai during that time of the destruction, because that's going to be the transition of kingdoms, the transition of Edom's kingdom going down and Yahweh Shai's kingdom coming up. And the scriptures even states that, to go ye and watch, right? Because the kingdom is already prepared for you. And it just says to watch. So you have to watch, you have to be patient, you have to be keen, and you have to constantly keep your head on the swivel, meaning what? That you're staying circumspect, right? A circle is 360 degrees all the way around, right? So you can't be 180, because that means that you would be one-sided. And being one-sided is imbalanced. So understanding that the Most High has the earth and Esau Edom, who rules the earth, right? As it is written in the book of Job 9:24, he has the whole earth in his hand, but the Most High has him in a chokehold, right? Because this is his earth, this is his planet. And even Esau Edom is one of his wicked creations, right? Created to be the wicked and to be utilized as a whooping stick unto the Most High's people, the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, and the Native American Indians, right? Whether people believe it or not, these are the lost sheep of the house of Israel. They're definitely not the 1948ers, right? Not this made-up group that was established by the Rothschild family by giving a decree of acceptance by the Rothschilds to get over there in what they call the land of Israel and to be the Ish people. Oh, these are definitely truly God's chosen people. So this great deception, all of it is coming out. And then the people who despise the prophets of the Heavenly Father are going to be in a terrible case. And they're going to be in a terrible case because they're not considering that what the Most High is doing throughout the entire planet Earth is actually a prophecy. And it's actually of the Lord. But the Most High is going to make a lot of believers out of these non-believers. And that doesn't mean that he's going to, oh, cometh unto me, my child, I accept it thou. Not that type of believer. He's going to make believers by death and by pain and then death. And the Most High is going to allow people's worst dreams to befall them in a true reality. Why? Because that's the power of the Lord. And the power of the Lord is a combination of peace, of war, of love, of hatred, of acceptance, disdain. For every positive, there's a negative love category that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai can maneuver in. For every forward position that the Most High can move in, he can also move in reverse. Why? Because it's the power of the Lord, and that's why he's the omnipotent one, right? He's all-seeing, all-hearing, all-knowing, all-powerful. He is the Most High. There is none above him, right? The creator of the heavens and the earth, all things above, beneath, and within. Utilizing his only begotten Son, right? The angels, the elect. But this place, it has to experience the power of the Lord on his way out, because the veil is being lifted up right now, and the Most High is planting the seeds of destruction all about this place. Just like landmines back in World War I, World War II, Vietnam War. There were landmines that were strategically placed on the battlefield to kill, destroy, and slow down the enemy on the other side. So the Most High has strategically placed all of these spiritual landmines throughout Babylon the Great, ultimately, mostly, and then also throughout the entire planet Earth, because Esau Edom has been revealed through the power of the Lord. So I pray that this was edifying, just a real quick in transit. I end up by giving all praises, glory, honor to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, double honor to the other apostle, great meal, so well, and salutation to you brothers and you sisters out there. This is your brother Ben Yun Yun. Until next time, I say shalom.